Well, hello, Coffee Time friends. How y'all doing? This coffee sure is good. It's later than usual for us, but we're not cooking tonight. We're just chatting. Um, Someone sent Mama this beautiful, or to me too, beautiful advent calendar. It says, "Dear John and Mama, we love watching you two every day. Love your recipes, but most of all, you two. We love your silliness and how you get along so well. We thought of you, and this is an advent calendar, and you start on opening the windows on the February the 22nd on Ash Wednesday, and for 47 days it'll be Easter. And they're all numbered. And you just pull those little doors open, and that'll be something neat. Thank you so much. What a beautiful picture.
And there's a verse for every day.
Yeah, and it's from John and Sue, and they're from Montana. So thank you, John and Sue. That came in the mail the other day, and that's it. How are y'all doing? I had a call and inquiry about the calendar. Mama's got them all ready to go. She'll get them out this week. Just for the past 3 weeks, some of them, the ones that she took. Not last week, but the week before last, at the end of the week, and then we started getting more. So, should we caught back up probably this week, maybe tomorrow, the next day?
I'll try my best to be all caught up.
Sometime soon. But thank y'all for checking. Thank y'all for we're about out of cookbooks. Mm-hmm. So, we really don't know if we're going to order again yet or not. The cookbook orders have slowed down. We might take a break. We'll have an option to reorder. So, we might take a break, but we may order. If y'all think you want cookbooks, let us know. And if not, we thank you for everyone who's bought ones. We've sold so many, and we thank you all for it.
We've got, I'd say around 80 left or 75. There's somewhere along in there that got yet to mail out. Sale.
Mm-hmm.
So when they're gone, it's just depending on how the sales go, whether we order again.
Right. And we realize we've sold them for over a year. A lot of people have, bought them, and you can't saturate the sales after a while. Y'all have been so gracious. We appreciate it. So, how's your Monday going? What are y'all into? I had something I had to do this evening, so I just now came in. Mama's been here. Mama, did you eat supper?
Yeah, I ate way earlier. Way earlier.
She ate at 4:30, like she likes to every day. Have you ate good today, Mama?
Yeah, I've done.
Have you acted good today, Mama?
I've been extra good today.
You've not done nothing dangerous?
No, I've been extra good.
Mama, what's your shirt? You're all Valentine's.
Well, I've been trying to wear
red, white, and gold.
Wear something reddish here for day. I've got one more day tomorrow.
I see gold.
Yeah. That's only gold I got. It's not this.
It's red, white, and a little streak of gold on each side of the white. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see Mama glitzy? I think she's going to. Did you just get in from the party scene, Mama?
No, I've been right here. I've been good today, I told you.
I love it.
It's what you don't know won't hurt you. Since you've been gone, didn't just get in. I could have done lots of things. You just get home right now.
Somebody would have told on you.
I know it. Somehow I got told on.
Somebody would see you out about to tell on you, Mama. Mm-hmm. Let's see what you are saying. She looks beautiful. Well, thank you, Karen. She is beautiful. You look beautiful, Mama.
Well, thank you. I'm trying to wear
I wonder where you guys were. Tracy, most of the time, I'm going to say 9 times out of 10, we're right here of the evenings, but every once in a while something comes up. Life happens and you have to take care of it. And sometimes it's right when we're normally coming with you all, but most of the time we're here. And even if it's late, we like to jump on and say, hey, because if we miss a day with y'all, we miss it. It's different. It's not we don't feel like we've had a real day if we don't talk to y'all before we go to bed. I know. I came home and Mama's all decked out. Normally, Mama, you wouldn't find Mama in no red striped outfit. You'd find her in
this lady in a gown,
white, or pajamas, or a house coat, or So you stay dressed late tonight,
I
Mama.
know it. It's about to get to me. It's late.
Are y'all that way when you get home, you kick off your clothes and put on your sleepwear, your pajamas, or
Loungers or something. Comfy. I do.
see, I don't. I don't do that. I never have.
You wear your clothes from the time you get up till you go to bed.
Every day.
I don't. I relax and be comfy.
Mama's one of those, she gets ready later in the day and she starts the morning out in her lounge wear and then she gets ready and then she, as soon as she comes home or when she knows we're all clear, no company's coming by, then she goes back to lounge wear.
Or pajamas or cameras.
I am a creature of habit. I get up same time every day. If I work or don't work, it don't matter. I get my shower, I get myself ready, and I don't know, I just don't do anything different.
Break that mold and do something different.
What would I do?
I don't know. We'll do something different.
Do you? I know some of y'all are out there. I'm not the only crazy one, am I? I mean, some of y'all out.
Yeah.
I like to be ready. If somebody knocks on the door at 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm ready. You know, if somebody knocks on the door at 8 o'clock at night or 8:30, I'm going to be ready to answer the door. My great aunt used to be that way. No, my granny, she wore, let me think, dusters.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? The dusters.
House dresses.
House dresses. So she really was always ready. But she'd have on a house dress. And if we went out, she said, let me go put me on something to wear. Let me get out of this duster. And but her sister was a very precise lady. Very elegant, graceful. Her older sister. And I don't care when you went to her house. And she would say, I get up early and get ready because you don't know who's going to come to that door. And even if she laid down for a nap, she would lay down in the clothes, but she wouldn't get in the bed. She'd get on the bed and she would throw a blanket over or something. She said, you don't never know if that door, somebody comes to the door, you want to be ready. And I guess maybe I got it from her or from that side of the family because
yeah, my side of the family ain't that good.
I always want to be ready. Whatever, I want to be ready. What are y'all talking about? I will put on my house coat if I'm not going anywhere, but I am usually having to go. Yeah, that's me. I'm always going. Howdy, John. I'm like Mama. Stay comfy.
That's right.
And I'm comfortable. Hey, Stacy, hello. I'm with John. Thank you, Teresa. I just like to be ready, Teresa. You know, I'm not one of these people. I know people, now, like, sometimes I will, like, if somebody rings the doorbell, I'm like, I wonder who that is. And I might peek, and I think, you're not a criminal. You're in your own home. Why are you acting like the law's after you? You know, you don't have to hunker down and look through the shades. But I want to be able to open that door and say, well, come on in. And that's kind of like with house cleaning. It don't have to be always immaculate. But I never want it to be in a time when if somebody comes, you're like, Lord, I hope they don't come to this house. You know, that kind of thing. I want it to at least be presentable. And I want myself to be presentable.
I'm presentable.
Oh, yours presentable in your house coat. They're like, look at Mama and her little cute house coat. They probably wouldn't think that if I showed up my house coat. That's it. Why don't you get some clothes on?
Well, they might.
Mama goes outside in her house coat.
I'm covered up good.
So she'll go get the mail in her house coat. She don't care.
That's right.
Her and Maggie, neither one of them. Just prancing around the neighborhood in their house coats. Yes, Maggie's got some sweaters that she wears when she's cold. Bless her little heart.
She don't like to put them on, but when she goes outside, she likes them really
She
good.
does. Happy Valentine's Day tomorrow to you both.
Happy
Well,
Valentine's Day.
Velma, happy Valentine's Day to you all. Tomorrow is the big V Day. Y'all got plans? Y'all gonna go out to eat?
I know what we're eating tomorrow. Pam and Joe sent us those big ribeyes. We're going to have ribeyes and baked potatoes.
Oh, Mama's having ribeye for Valentine's. Pam and Joe, I tell you what, them rascals could spoil you in a heartbeat.
I reckon so.
And it's Joe's birthday month. Happy birthday again, Joe. They sent some steaks, and they got here the other day, and so Mama's done eyeballing them. You didn't got them laid out?
No, I'll lay them out tomorrow.
Well, you need to marinate them in the morning.
Well,
If that's what you want, Mama, that's what we'll fix. How about
that's
cook?
what she sent them for. So
Oh, was that what Pam sent them for? Was
she
it?
sent them for our Valentine's.
Well, thank you, Miss Pam. You're a doll. Mama, I think some of your supper's on my side of the... Did you eat supper here?
I did not eat there. You know I don't eat there.
I know, you eat over there.
I've got my spot. It's like growing up. I had my spot at the table. That's where I ate. Nobody got in it.
This actually is not my spot. I know, y'all say I sit here all the time. My spot's on the very end. And
That was your dad's.
This was Daddy's spot, and Mama sat here. But at that time, this island was a little bit shorter, so it wasn't so long. And if we sat there now, it'd be like the Clampets, because it's twice as long as it used to be, because we kind of screwed everything down and made the dinette part over there a little bit tighter. But anyway, I don't know why I told all that story. But so I moved up here, which it was strange at first, you know, but then it became normal, and Mama sits there and I sit here most of the time, and it works out good.
Mm-hmm.
And the company, y'all sits right there where y'all sit.
Right
That's our
there.
company seats right there.
Down at the end where you used
Yeah,
to
so
sit.
that's where company is right there. So when y'all are here, it's just like having you across the table, and you are our company. So it feels pretty natural. Did y'all cook tonight?
Get better.
We're grilling ribeyes tomorrow too. Linda,
Oh, wow.
I'm looking forward to that. That'll be good. Thank you, Pam and Joe. Y'all are so sweet. Do we have baked potatoes? Or
We've got some potatoes. They ain't the regular baked ones, but we'll eat them just the same.
and salad?
Well, we'll have salad. We can have salad.
Did you hear Mama?
Well, we can have salad.
Well, we'll have salad too. If you want to. I want some ranch dressing.
Well,
That salad we had the other night, or the other day,
you
it was one of the best salads. It really was.
was craving salads, and it just hit the spot.
Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I just crave a delicious salad, and that's what do y'all do that? At other times I'm like, nah, I don't know salad. I don't know salad. I'm like, Mama then. Mama's like, it's green and it's a vegetable, and
We can wait on that another time.
I think we ought to have salad, Mama.
Well,
You know, we could make some homemade croutons too.
I don't know. We've got 2 or 3 bags of croutons in there. You've bought it up.
Oh, did I buy them?
Yes, sir, you have bought them.
They must be on sale or a ridiculously good special, because I usually decide I can make my own cheaper than that.
You've bought these over the time since.
Have I?
Mm-hmm.
Mama tells me stuff, and I'm not smart enough to even know the difference. It's like,
I could tell you about anything, couldn't
really, you could.
I? I want to try that.
I said, where did that come from? That's something you bought. I said,
When you get in the store, you go, you look, oh, we might use that. Oh, we might use that.
now, I do that. Now, here's what I do too. Like, for example, the other day, I picked up a box of beef broth. Mama said, what are you getting that for? I said, I used one yesterday. And she said, well, what are you going to cook with it? I said, I'm replacing it. I will pick up a bottle of ketchup because I almost used all the rest of the ketchup on the recipe. And Mama said, what'd you get ketchup for? I said, I'm replacing. I know we're about out. Mama's like, here's what I need. Go get it. She'll buy some stuff ahead of time. But I'm more of the running tally of, I used XXX the other day, I'm going to replace it. And sometimes I say, why on earth did you buy that for? I used one. So do y'all do that? How do y'all shop? Do you replace your things? Or do you just say, I'm going to make X amount of food, or I'm going to make this recipe and I need these products? Do you shop as need or as used? Because I'm more of a, like, beef broth, chicken broth, those are staples to me. It's just always good to have them. Because there's so many things you can use it for.
You're bringing a lot of stuff. I can't remember if we used about all of this or not. I just got it just in case.
But now, who does this, Mama?
We're out.
Who does this? I could have swore I had another thing of cornmeal in there.
I do. Well, my mind plays tricks.
I thought
it does that.
I thought I had pork and beans in there, and I've only got one can. I said, Mama, you should tell me I would have come up some more.
I keep down pretty good.
You do pretty good on that. We do good on pork and beans and peanut butter. We do good on tuna fish. There I go with that tuna. We do good on canned tuna. Because those are stuff that Mama will grab for lunch. And we do good on flour and meal most of the time. Just rarely ever. Rarely ever. I mean, I guess the other day was the first time we've not had cornmeal in the house.
I thought I had cornmeal.
And you had flour.
And I had 2 self-rising flours and a plain flour.
You know what I think?
Plain flour.
You know what I think confuses you the most?
What?
Is I do a lot of grocery shopping, and you used to do all of it.
Yeah.
And you used to know, and you had that running tally in your head.
I did all the cooking just about.
You did all the cooking, all the groceries. So now that I do a lot of grocery shopping and cooking, you're like, well, I thought I had that, but
yeah,
I think that's what it is. It's my fault. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it is your fault.
Hey, Lisa. Lisa says, I'm constantly at the grocery store. Now, Lisa, we don't do that. I know people go every day.
Oh, well, I don't like it.
I put it off. Like, if I need something, but it ain't like emergency, I'll put that on my list in my phone, and I'll wait till I need something really, like bread or milk. Okay, I got to get the rest of the stuff too. And then we can tell her, our shopping list. So I've got Mama into that now. She does a better job with that. So, because if we tell Alexa, watch her light up and start talking. If we tell her, add it to the shopping list, then she'll add it. And then it'll come up on my phone, and when I get to the store, I just pull it up and the list is there. But let me tell you, sometimes, and I know I get crazy things on my list. Because Mama will say something and I'll hear Alexa say, I've added so-and-so to your shopping list. And I'm like, that ain't what she said. She said, play some music. And so I have got these weird things. I'm like, what on earth?
She don't understand this southern drawl of mine.
I have added that to your shopping list.
She added something to my shopping list that I did not know what it was.
Something the other day, I said, Mama, what? And she said, I don't know. She said, well, Alexa had put it on there, I'm sure.
Yeah, I wasn't me. I mean,
I'll look and see what I need. Something, I had a list to forget. Sandy, if I write a list on paper, it's always at home when I'm at the store.
I leave it on the bar.
Happy Valentine's Day, Gary. Huh?
I said, I'll write one and run out of here and leave it lay on the bar sometimes.
Happy Valentine's Day. Was it Jerry? I do like grocery shopping. Do you like to grocery shop? A lot of people do.
Me.
Jane said, me too. I don't know what Penny said. They make refrigerators now which this ain't one of them.
Oh.
Well, they make 2 different kinds. One of them, I seen just the other night, there's a camera inside of it that you can activate, and you can get to the store, and on your phone, flip on your camera and look in there and see what's in there. you can take a picture and it sends it to your phone. That's a lot, ain't it? But
Will
they're
it cook it for you too?
not
Just
yet,
checking.
Mama. And then I've heard stories of futuristic cabinets and refrigerators that when you put the item in the cabinet, it scans it, and when you take it out, it scans it, and you can print up a report on it, and it'll say, you no longer have ketchup, you no longer have whatever. That's just a little bit too high tech for my mind to comprehend. I guess it would keep you from being out of stuff, but that would be hard to do. Same with the refrigerator, like you want a jug of milk.
How much would an item like that cost you to replace?
No, Mama, that's some futuristic stuff, but I could just imagine. I don't need electronic cabinets.
No.
Used to. Now, this is the difference between young adults and older adults. When technology started booming and everything, I wanted the touch sensor. I wanted the, whatever we could get. I wanted it to be the bells and whistles.
Not me. I never have.
The older I get, the more you have to deal with it, and it tears up and it don't last 10 minutes. When I get something, I think, have you got one that's just the basics? Have you got, something we can just use? And,
I tell them simple as if they got.
yeah. Especially like washers and dryers. When the dryer went out here, I called and said,
it was during the COVID too.
have you got a simple dryer? This was during COVID. And he said, well, I got two simple ones. One of them had an alarm, and it would go off, and then your clothes would come back on and go off and come back on and go off. I said, you got simpler? And he said, I got the one that don't do that. And he said, it's mainly you just set the timer, hit the start. I said, that's what I want. Bring one of them. So they came and brought it, ordered the new plug-in, and they hauled the old one away. And that was wonderful.
And it's just about like the old.
And it was just like the old one, but it was just a plain, simple dryer. And
that's what I wanted.
That's what we like. Me too, Mama. Simple's good.
The less to tear up on one, the better off you are.
Like, I had a coffee maker that had pre-programmed this, pre-programmed it was just a really nice. I thought, oh, the coffee wasn't no better. I went back to the stovetop percolator for 2 years. I didn't touch a coffee maker. Love my stovetop percolator. But it was a little time consuming in the morning because you can't leave it. So I'd have to come in and make the coffee and wait for it to perk, and then turn it off, and then go get my shower, clean up, come back, drink my coffee, which I take a cup with me, and then I think Miss Pam bought that.
Yeah,
she sent that for.
Yeah.
And so now I got the electric one that turns itself off, or it holds it. It quits perking. You can't leave boiling water on the stove, but you can the percolator, and I love it. It's because I can come in first thing in the morning when one eye's open, one eye's shut. Make my coffee, put it on. When I come out of the shower, it's usually just finishing up, so it's just perfect time, and I have perfect hot coffee immediately.
Thank the good Lord for that, so you can get that coffee.
But it's a simple percolator. There's no just plug in. Just plug it in. No screen, no nothing. I like the simple. Debbie says, I'm convinced that my items disappear because I know I had it. Yeah.
That's what I said. Somebody snuck in and got it.
I know. I had 2 cans of that. Mama, could you have used it? No. Have you used it? No, Mom, I haven't used it. Mama knows if I cook it, I want her to eat it. She knows all about it, so she pretty well. No, Mama's name is Frances. I don't know what the question was, but yeah, Mama's name is Frances. Frances Davis. So if you go to her Tupperware page, it says you're shopping on Frances Davis's Tupperware page. That's Mama. How does Alexa put your groceries list to your phone? Is that Jeannie? You all are on my phone right now, or I could show you, but there's a Lexus app that you get out of your app store if you have an iPhone. And that's, well, you have to have that to set up the Alexa. So whatever you tell her here in the kitchen, you can also pull it up on your phone. So I can go into the app, hit shopping list, and it'll have everything we've told her. But sometimes it ain't the right words.
It's better, newer words than I make up sometimes.
But if you say her name and say, add something to the list, she'll say, so like I can say, Alexa, add peanut butter to the shopping list.
Peanut butter added. When you're in the store, find your list in my companion app.
Peanut butter added.
Peanut butter added when you're in the store. Find my list.
Fandom.com. Peanut butter is a gooey brown paste made by
Now she's telling us about peanut butter.
often consumed
I don't know what they've done to her hair
with
lately.
bread.
I used to could tell her something, ask her something, that was it. Now she'll talk and talk and talk, and then she will ask you another question. Do you want to do this? Would you like to do this? So I about quit talking to her. So I try not to talk to her on here because she won't. Huh?
And she'll even call your name sometimes.
Yeah, every morning she tells me,
Good morning,
"Good morning,
John.
John." Mama gets upset. She don't say good morning, Mama. She's asking me something right now. She's waiting on an answer. Chatty, chatty. Oh. Well, hello, Patty. Thank you so much. How are you? Enjoy visiting with you and Mama. Well, thank you. Her kitchen's close to see. Is it M-I-N-A? Minna? Minna King? Miss King? How are you? Good evening, Doreen. My mama was Frances and my daughter is Frances. Well, Linda
That's why my mommy's name was
or
Frances.
Lydia, her mama was Frances. Let's see here, Denise. Hey, John. Thought of you this morning. I made double chocolate espresso muffins for breakfast.
Ooh,
Sherry.
that's right down your alley.
I'm thinking about it right now. That sounds wonderful. Now it's on my list. Uh-oh. Well, Alice, you probably need some peanut butter. Sorry. That's another thing. A lot of y'all say that. Like when I talk to her, I'm talking to your alls. You can delete it off your list if you don't have it. Go ahead and get you some peanut butter. I get peanut butter every time I go to the store.
That's the truth. We might run out, or we might need it for this, that, or another. You'd say.
Well, it's a go-to for us. Those peanut butter cookies, those 3-ingredient peanut butter cookies. The no-bake cookies. And Mama loves peanut butter, and it's good protein. If I can get her to eat peanut butter, I'm happy. And I keep a jar in my desk, or try to keep it close by. And I'll, eat it for, makes a good quick lunch. Just a spoonful of peanut butter. If you ain't got time to stop. Mama looks so pretty. Well, thank you, Linda. I'm sorry.
What is it?
Everybody's a girl. That girl over there.
You've got everybody.
I can't say her name. Miss A. I've said her name, and everybody said theirs is going off. I'm sorry.
One time I just wanted to tell her something to put on there, and I kept saying, Maggie, the dog's name. I said, she's tore up, Johnny. Johnny said, not if you use the right name, she ain't.
I tell you what, Regina. Mama calls her Maggie and sometimes Johnny. Regina, Mama's going to make pimento cheese Wednesday.
I'll be making it early, though.
You ain't going to make it and film it?
I have to have the sandwiches made before then.
Well, maybe we'll make it tomorrow night.
Oh. We're going to eat ribeyes tomorrow night.
Well, you may have to by yourself when I'm not here then.
I can't. You have to find it.
Okay, Regina, sorry. But she is going to make some. She'll try to work it in where we can film it. Maybe tomorrow early.
8:30, like you come in tonight, or 8 something.
She's promised some pimento cheese sandwiches to some people, and I know she's going to deliver. Well, thank you for the stars and the coffee, Joanne. I love that coffee cup. Mama's kind of famous for her pimento cheese around here locally, and people will often say, won't you bring some pimento cheese? So, Wednesday, she's going to make some pimento cheese, or Tuesday night. Pimento cheese is good for days, so you're okay. I was trying to read some of these. Nice shirt, John. Well, thank you. I tell you what, it's hard to read comments on. When you wear anything with white, and then you got white letters, you have to kind of... You'll see me doing this, it's because I'm trying to see your all's comments. Well, folks, we don't have a thing. We're sitting here probably boring y'all's death. I'm drinking on this coffee. I needed some coffee.
You had a long, long day, ain't you?
I have been driving a lot. I've had quite a bit of coffee today, too.
It's kept you awake good though, ain't it?
I'm awake. Well, yeah, I'll be awake for another 15,
20 minutes or so.
Oh, a Stars Party. Are we doing Stars Party?
Ooh.
Tina, Stars Party activated. It has been a minute since I've seen a Stars Party. I didn't think that Facebook done those anymore.
Oh, wow.
Hello, Lucy. How are you? Hey, Stephanie. Can you share the recipe, Kendra? Mama, give them the recipe.
For what?
For pimento cheese.
Oh, I use equal amounts of American cheese and Velveeta cheese.
Now, let me stop you right there.
Yeah.
Y'all know that Velveeta is not real cheese. It's processed cheese food. And we know that. But
It's
she uses...
softer.
It's softer and it goes good together. She uses like a block of American, but you can get any kind of cheese. But she uses a block that we buy at the produce store.
I buy it in 5-pound blocks.
5-pound block, and she just grades it off, and it's American. And then any kind of that Velveeta-ish cheese that comes in that block.
I usually use about like a chunk of it in there. It just makes it a smoother.
Would you say a
spread.
pound of each?
According how much, if I'm making it for a group, I'll use like 2 or 3 pounds of.
But I'm like, if you're going to make it for home, say
Yeah.
for 15, 20 servings,
Yeah.
a pound each, American,
Yeah.
a pound of Velveeta.
Yeah, or approximately that.
Okay, tell them the rest of it then.
First of all, I get my bowl and I open up my little jar of pimentos and I put it in the bowl. And I use juice and all. I used to strain it, but the juice flavors it good and makes it smoother too. So I use juice and all. And in that pimento, I usually put a tablespoon of sugar. And while I'm grating the cheese and getting it ready,
Tell them the size jar.
I stir. It's just a little short jar of
4
pimentos.
ounces or something.
Yeah, I don't know,
3
what
ounces.
ounce, 4 or 5 ounces, whatever it is. And then I keep that stirred so the sugar will dissolve in that pimento real good. And then I put my grated cheese in there, and I kind of keep folding it in till that pimento and sugar is all over the cheese, coated good. And I used to add salt in there, but the cheese to me nowadays in the last 10 years though has been very salty.
It is.
So I don't put no salt no more in it. And after that cheese is coated with the pimento juice and sugar and stuff, then I add my mayonnaise a tablespoon at a time until I get it the right consistency. And if you're not going to fix your sandwiches right when you make it a little thinner, because it will, time it all dissolves in the cheese and does it all, it will get a little stiffer.
Especially the next day.
If it gets a little stiff, just add a little more mayonnaise and stir it up till it gets back to the spreading consistency that you want to not stir your bread up and stuff. That's simple. That's all they are to it. But it's a good flavor.
2 things about the pimento cheese. The pimento and the sugar in that, you let it dissolve. You put that cheese in there. When she stirs it up like that, every bite of cheese has got pimento on it. So it's not just kind of pick and find or it merges together. When she stirs just the cheese and just the pimento and juice, every bite has got pimento on it. The second thing is it takes so much less mayonnaise. So your pimento cheese is actually pimento cheese and the mayonnaise is just a little bit. So 2 tablespoons of salad dressing or mayonnaise is about enough. Instead of maybe half a cup with that cheese and then that pimento.
You just keep stirring it in till you get it. But add it like that. Don't put a whole bunch of mayonnaise in there.
It don't take near as much as you think when you do it that way. And the flavor is there. And you can taste that cheese and pimento without the mayonnaise at all. And it's delicious. And then you put that mayonnaise just to smooth it out, make it smooth, and it's so good. And it will last. And if the next day, if it's a little dry, put a little bit more mayonnaise in it and stir it in.
You can add, but you can't take it out.
No, you don't want it soupy. You don't want it wet.
No.
Mama's pimento cheese is pretty because it's pimento and cheesy and then a little bit of mayonnaise. It's not overpowering with mayonnaise. You do the best pimento cheese, Mama.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I think we've held them up late. It's bedtime for people.
It's almost 10 till 9.
Ooh.
Mama says it's time to start the loungewear.
Yeah. My body's saying, get comfy, get comfy.
What's on TV that you watch on your Nick or whatever you're watching tonight?
Oh, I watch Perry Mason at 11:30 if it comes on.
11:30 at night?
If I'm awake. And
She rallies all night here.
I lay in bed and watch it, so if I fall asleep, I'm all right.
I'm taking Maggie out for a walk. Probably it's cold. Probably 10 minutes will be
She'll be a quick one when it's cold.
Yeah, she'll.
This morning there's a big frost on and she was real quick. Looked almost like a white snow covered. It was.
Yeah, it did. Maggie bases her walks on the temperature. Now, when it warms up,
You just look at her friend.
I'll probably be out on the porch drinking coffee for an hour. Because she has her little routine. She likes to go. And, she's such a good dog. And I let her do whatever she wants to. I'm not usually the one that says, let's go in. She comes to me and says, come on, let's go. I'm ready. Because I don't care to sit out there and let her play.
This morning I couldn't get to the door fast enough. She kept barking and barking, wanting in because she was cold.
Yes, and she'll bark. This is funny. I'll tell you this and I'll let you go. If she barks over 3 times at the door on the outside, you're going to get another bark or 2 on the inside.
Why was you so late getting here? Why didn't you let me in?
And not only are you going to get a bark or 2, she's going to bark when you first let her in. Then she's going to take about 5 or 6 steps to the doorway here. And then she's going to give you an over-the-shoulder bark. I'm not lying. It's like, as soon as she gets in, you get another, and then she gets back to the kitchen and she turns you over her shoulder and it's like, like I told you. She does it, doesn't she, Mama?
Yeah.
It's hilarious. I laugh. Sometimes I leave her out there an extra minute just so she'll do her little, I told you so bark. She's rough. She's like Mama. She's strict. Like, when I bark, I want in. And
I
want
want
you
in
right now. She's hilarious. Love her. Oh, mercy. So do I, Pamela. I don't know what that meant, but I don't know what I do, Mama. I watch him every night in bed every week. Oh, Perry Mason. Yeah, Mama watches Perry Mason.
Them's the good old shows. They're black and white, but I used to watch it in black and white and didn't know the difference, so I see it can.
I don't watch anything because I go to bed, even if I turn the TV on, I'm asleep, and I'm like, I might wake up an hour later and TV be on.
I set the timer for go off when the show goes off. I miss the end of the show sometimes.
I don't know. Does my TV have a timer? I never even looked at it.
Check that out, buddy.
You know me, Mama. I turn it on. Either
Walton's
Walton's or Little House on the Prairie, or I'll turn it over to the channel that's got the Jeffersons, those little 30-minute sitcoms from the 70s.
60s.
And whatever I'm watching is on there and I go to sleep. It's a simple life, but it's not complicated.
Don't rack your brain with a lot of stuff.
I just don't, there's nothing on TV I really watch.
I used to know when shows, what nights it was on and all
I couldn't
that.
tell you what one show is currently playing. It's just,
Or movies it's out.
what's the number one show? I'd say
No, I
the
don't
Jeffersons, Alice, Little Hustle. Let's go before we embarrass ourselves,
Now I
Mama.
know it, tell how old we are.
So how boring we are.
Yeah, we are boring. That's for certain.
Oh, good night, folks. Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow, and I may be able to make Mama wait. You know, patients don't wait. If she'll wait till while we're doing this, Mama, it'll take a few minutes to do the steaks, and that you can make pimento cheese around that time.
Oh, sure.
We'll see. Sometimes Mama will say, and y'all can tell her different in comments because she'll read your comments. Sometimes she'll say, they don't want to see that again. I've made that before. And I said, Mama, they just want to see whatever you're doing. I love to watch you make it 2 or 3 times or 4 or 5 times or 100 times. Now they've done seen that. And I said, Mama, if you're going to make a cake, they want to see it. But she'll say, they've done seen that. They've seen me make meatloaf before.
That's right.
I said, Mama, we're not doing cooking content. We're just living and sharing. But now that's what she'll holler whenever they've seen me make pimento cheese 100 times. They don't want to watch that again.
That's what I feel. I'm pouring when I do that. Cheese and some of that stuff.
Y'all tell her different, so she'll know that you don't care if she makes it 2 or 3 times. All right, Mama, say good night.
Good night, Mama, and God bless you all. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all. Didn't go up.
No.
I don't know what I did.
What did you do?
I might have spent the night. Sorry.